in this we will look at a very useful trick to find angular momentum about a point. So you have this particular body which is rotating with omega, also it's going forward with v. How do I find the angular momentum of this body about this point? Remember, we have to break this problem into two parts, right? Break this case into two parts rather. You have your point here, right? Your point is still there. First of all, you'll forget that the body exists. You'll only look at the center of mass of the body. You'll only look at the center of mass and you'll see that it's moving with v. That's the first step. The second step is, you'll forget the point now. You'll forget the point. You look at the body. You look at the axis passing through the center of mass and you look at the omega, right? These are the two things that you will do, and then finally you will add these two angular momentums to get the net angular momentum. That's the trick here. Angular momentum is nothing but angular momentum of center of mass, L of COM, plus L about COM, right? So how do I get L of COM? Well, that will be this particular thing, L of COM. Basically, you have this mass m. Let's say that this has a mass m, right? And the moment of inertia about this axis is I, right? So this is mass m into v, and if you need, in fact, it's m into r cross v, right? This is your r, the perpendicular distance r perpendicular, right? So it's nothing but mv r perpendicular, and if you need the direction of angular momentum, you need to take this vector r, this vector b, find r cross v. This is your rv. You need r cross v, put a screw, rotate from r to v to a smaller angle, the screw goes in, right? It goes in, so it will be a cross, right? That is the direction, plus L about center of mass. How do you find that? Well, L about center of mass is nothing but moment of inertia of the body about the axis passing to center of mass into omega, right? I omega, that's nothing but your angular momentum about center of mass. And how do you get the direction? Well, curl your fingers, take your fingers, curl them in the direction of omega. Your thumb represents the direction of angular momentum that's going in, so you'll have a cross here, right? For instance, if your body was rotating like that but moving forward, well, then this would have been a cross, this would have been a dot. For instance, your body was rotating like this but going towards this side, then this would have been a dot, that would have been a cross, right? And if your body was rotating in the opposite direction and moving that side, both of them would have been dots, but the magnitude is found in this particular manner. So basically you'll just add them up because they are in the same direction, so you'll add these two quantities up, and that represents the magnitude of your angular momentum about this given point.